What is going on, guys? BCD here, and today I just want to bring you a quick video. In this video, I'll be going over my top 5 PS4 exclusives. It wasn't that hard. I mean, they had a lot of exclusives come out. It wasn't that hard to boil down the ones that really was impactful and really stood out, in my opinion. So I'll start my way backwards because this is in chronological order. So number 1 is the reason I placed it there. Number 5 is the reason why I placed it there as well. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. So starting off number 5, I'm gonna have to go with Uncharted Lost Legacy. The reason I put that there, I know it was pretty short, but I put it there because it's just the production value of Uncharted and the story and everything and their chemistry. Everything played well on screen. I know it's just more Uncharted, but it's been more Uncharted since Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4. So Uncharted 5 or Uncharted 4.5 Lost Legacy is fine with me. It really still did bring that great story. Yeah, great set points, great. There's just a lot of good production on that one too. So I really enjoyed that one thoroughly. Only for $40, it was a pretty good pickup. Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Hellblade. I chose to put this at number 4 as well. Another short game, but very impactful. I feel like the message was more important. Sometimes it was overshadowing the game in general. The gameplay was fine. I did not enjoy the combat as much as it could have been, but it really was a good game, a good experience. Some pretty good puzzles. It wasn't like it was overcomplicated, but it was just basically, driving you on this thing to get you to this end point of where it was basically once you complete it, it made you feel like you accomplished something, but at the same time you accomplished nothing. That's kind of hard to pull off, but that's how I felt when I finished it. But it was really enjoyable the whole way through. Definitely worth putting some headphones on when you play it. It's very interesting. Number 3, it's gonna have to go to Neo. I put it there because I didn't like the game, but I enjoyed the combat. I enjoyed the scenery, the set pieces, who you were fighting, what you were fighting. It was kind of enjoyable in that sense. It just when it came down to the full package and I looked back at it and looked at everything again, I didn't feel like Neo was to the point of where I wanted to continue to play it. But I know it was very impactful. I know it was a good exclusive. I know how much people really enjoyed that game and how much really people are frustrated playing it. So it did its job well. It was a hard game. It is a interesting game. The scenes are played out pretty well. The bosses it's plenty full of bosses. It's not like you're short on those. A lot of different enemy types, a lot of different movement. It kept it spicy, and that's why I liked it. I liked the combat a lot. Just to enjoy everything else around it. So coming in at number 2 would have to go to Persona 5. I gave Persona 5 number 2 slot because it was just an all-around great game. It had a great story, great characters, great combat, great RPG elements. I felt like sometimes your not choices mattered, but how you set up your characters, how you set up what they was gonna, how they were gonna your build essentially. All that stuff mattered. Really, Persona has just always been a good game, but this one, Persona 5, it just elevated a lot of the stuff. It elevated the storytelling. It elevated the set pieces, so you didn't feel like you were going through some, super random dungeon. It all felt like it was unique. And that's why I really enjoyed Persona 5 for what it was, more than the previous entries. And last but not least, I'm going to have to go with Horizon Zero Dawn. Out of all the games I've played or sold on this list, Horizon Zero Dawn probably surprised me the most. It was coming from Guerrilla Games. You know, they make Killzone. I'm like, you don't know how to make no open world game. But they really hit it out the park with Horizon Zero Dawn. It's like their first try. I felt like the combat was interesting. The world was interesting. The enemies super interesting. Yeah, they had like those regular outposts and everything, but that game really didn't have much bad going for it. Had a whole lot of good. Whether it was the graphics, it's just a pretty game to play. But on top of that, it actually was mechanically sound. It didn't feel cheap. It didn't feel buggy. It was just a really good game. And out of all the games that was coming out in 2017, there was so many bugs and junk. Horizon Zero Dawn really set the bar. So I really felt like that one should be number one on this list over all the rest. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Going through that list again: Uncharted, Hellblade, Persona 5, Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn in order. Number one being Horizon Zero Dawn. I felt like those games were the best PS4 exclusives of 2017. They had a lot more to choose from. Unlike some platforms, they had a lot more to choose from. But I felt like narrowing down to those five were really the ones that stood out and was really great. I'm not finna downplay Nier or anything like that. I just felt like it wasn't top five. Sorry for anybody that liked the Nier a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this commentary, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think are your top five PS4 exclusives for 2017. I would like to see y'all list. See if it matches up close to this. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, that is all. I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, peace.